Poppin' peeps, it's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby. Let's see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love, man. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram and Twitter. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would really appreciate that. Shout out my notification gang. Hopefully my notification gang pulls through. If you guys would also like, feel free to check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. That is the first link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life, man. Nonetheless, guys, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was my Pisces gang. So let's go ahead and get it cracking, baby. Messages for Pisces here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for the Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Hey, Celestia, how you going, dear? Messages for Pisces here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, my Pisces gang. Let's go ahead and get one last shuffle and see what beautiful messages we got coming through, all right? Pisces, the overall energy for you guys here is the King of Pentacles in reverse. So you can be connecting possibly here with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Your current energy, Pisces, is the Ten of Swords in reverse. The person you're dealing with here is the Three of Cups in reverse. And the outcome that's present, Pisces, is the Tower. Ooh, we got a lot of energies coming through. You can be connecting with a Scorpio possibly. You also may be dealing with a fellow water sign, a Pisces, or a Cancer, okay? So from what I'm seeing in this current situation, Pisces, I do feel like you have a choice to make, and it's a choice that's not necessarily easy. It does appear to me that with the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Swords in reverse, you have a choice to make about walking away from possibly a friends group, and if it's not a friends group, it can be any sort of group that's definitely not seeming to provide the best environment for you. For some of you, Pisces, you may start coming to the realization that your family, or possibly your friends, or your work environment is starting to become unhealthy. And I feel like with this recognition being stated, you're realizing that it's time for you to be able to have to move forward to where you need to be. So Pisces, I'm kind of starting to see that your environment may not be the healthiest for you. So based on whoever you're around or based on whoever you're connecting with, once again, whether this is your family life, whether this is your work life, whether these are your friends, you're starting to come to a massive realization that you got to move yourself elsewhere, specifically somewhere that better suits your needs for a more happier, positive, and stable environment, all right? So I'm seeing that here for the Pisces. You're recognizing that it's time to go. Whoever you've been surrounded with, wherever you've been surrounded at, you're really recognizing that this is no longer serving you in your highest of good, and you're not going to sit around for it. It's definitely taking a toll on your energy, such as being grounded and such as your mental health. And with that being said, Pisces, when something fucks up your psyche and when something fucks with your mental health, trust me, that's not good to keep surrounding yourself with it. So I see you taking the high road and allowing yourself to realize, I don't need the Three of Cups in reverse, I need the Three of Cups upright. Life is about happiness, celebration, and positivity, and my life is meant to be the good life, not the life where I get stuck in consistent tower moments. So Pisces, you're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, and you're coming up with a game plan that you are going to execute that pushes you and surrounds you with better motherfucking people. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's keep it popping, baby, moving forward. For the 211 people in the chat, please drop a like, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It's much appreciated. So we started out with my water signs. We're going to go water, fire, air, earth. Thank you so much, the Dapper Geek, for the $5 donation. Happy belated birthday. Here is a cucumber martini on me, my favorite. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, the Dapper Geek. Thank you, all right? All right, man, going to my fire signs. What do we got coming through for my lovely Aries gang? Messages for Aries here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Aries here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? For the 236 people in the chat, man, drop a like. Thank y'all for sliding through. It's much appreciated. Messages for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Lauren May, shout out to you. Thank you so much for the $14.99 donation. I missed your birthday live, but got caught up a bit late. Hopefully it was a great one. It was awesome, my dear. Thank you so much for the happy belated donation and the happy belated message. I appreciate it. I definitely enjoyed myself, and I really appreciated everybody being there in general. You guys being here even today, I'm always appreciative of. I love the fact that you guys show out for me, and as I always say, I'm always going to show up if you guys keep showing up for me. So much love to everybody out here in the chat, all right? Messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Aries, let's see what we got going on for you. Aries, the overall energy for you, beautiful people, is the Two of Wands. You can be connecting possibly here with a fire sign, a fellow Aries, a Sag, or a Leo. Your current energy is the Ace of Cups. The person you're dealing with here is the Five of Wands, and the outcome that's present here is the Strength card. The first thought that came to mind, Aries, was just let me love you. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who is definitely super resistant to fucking feelings. For some of you, I feel like this is a parent of yours. It could possibly be your dad, your father, where you're just trying to show genuine love and care, and somebody may be super cold that's in your energy. Now, if this isn't so much about your family and this is more on the romantic side, I feel like you're connecting with somebody who's got a little bit of a cold heart. And the thing is that the reason why somebody has a cold heart is because something made that heart cold. And unfortunately, it's not an excuse to keep a cold heart, but when you're dealing with somebody who's cold-hearted, it's because they've experienced some pretty deep shit that made them that way. So I do feel like you're connecting with somebody, Aries, who just seems very indecisive all the time with that Two of Wands. They seem to be always holding back, and they seem to be super fucking cold. But the truth is that whoever you're connecting with, they're just so goddamn scared to be loved. And they're scared to be loved because they're scared for you to walk away from them and not be there and give you empty promises and whisper sweet nothings. You're connecting with a person who's been played before. And eventually, and unfortunately, when someone's been played by a player, they eventually learn to become the player themselves. If you ever asked yourself and wondered why there are so many players in the world, chances are it's because they were played themselves, you know? You gotta recognize game. Unfortunately, that's stuff that happens. So with all that being said here, I do feel like who you're connecting with is super cold. I feel like they're very much so indecisive on what it is that they want with you, and I feel like they're very taken back from you. But with all that being said, it's because they never dealt with their shit. And until they do deal with their shit, Aries, until they do grow, and until they recognize that they don't have to be the cold-hearted person they may have become, you're going to always be playing cat and mouse with this person. So your best bet here is to say your piece. Look, at the end of the day, I love and care for you. And if you don't feel that same way towards me, or if you don't want to express that towards me and you want to continue acting the way you are, then unfortunately, I need to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And it's up to you to either decide to hold me back and bring me back or let me go. You got to give that person that opportunity. Because at the end of the day, it's not worth you sticking around waiting for this individual when they're not working on themselves, okay? And that's just the harsh reality of it. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right, there was a donation, so give me 1 second, y'all. Thank you so much, Treasure Hustlers, for the $149, and thank you so much, Free Spirit Tarot, for the $2. Happy belated, bro. Thank you so much, man. Much appreciated. Thank you. All right, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Going all the way to my air signs. What do we got coming through for my Aquarius gang? Messages for the Aqua here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Aquarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Messages for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Aquarius gang, let's see what we got coming through for you, boo. What's happening, Aquarian? Shit. Your overall energy, baby, is the Eight of Swords. You can be connecting possibly here with another air sign, another Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. So it seems like you've been in your head lately, okay? You may have been overthinking about certain situations. Your current energy is the Page of Wands. The person you're dealing with here is the Strength card, and the outcome that's present here is the Three of Cups in reverse. I kind of feel like you're starting to wonder where everything went wrong between you and another person. You're starting to wonder, when did we become so distant? When did we kind of crumble? Or when did the cookie crumble? Honestly, I feel like is a question that you're asking yourself. You're trying to really understand why shit kind of went south between you and another person, especially when things were at a very good point. So I feel like you're in your head about that currently, kind of observing past memories and taking a look at them and just overall thinking about somebody who you used to be super close with. Here's the thing though, in the current energy, in the present moment, Page of Wands, you're not upset about this situation, Aquarius. You're not in a place where you're trying to bring somebody back into your life or beg for somebody to come back into your life, because God knows an Aquarius is never going to do that, okay? The moment you catch an Aquarius begging to have somebody come back into your life, then you know damn well that you got the Aquarius cracked, okay? Because let me tell you, baby, Aquarians will never, ever, ever, unless they really love and care about you, go above and beyond, okay? You mess with an Aquarius and that's it. They gonna not let you mess with them again, okay? But getting back into the reading here though, Page of Wands as your current energy. I feel like in the present moment, you don't really feel sad or are asking for someone to come back into your life. I feel like you just want answers. You know, the person you're dealing with is the Strength card. You just want answers. You want to understand why they dipped, why they fell back in your life, why they fell off the face of the earth. As for the outcome that's present, Three of Cups in reverse, it's just so crazy to think and observe that throughout life you could be so close to somebody for the longest of times, and in a matter of a second, that whole reality could switch. The person you were super close with can now become the person that you're super distant from. It's just very interesting at how life works, and I feel like that's kind of on your mind, okay? So whether you're super overthinking about this situation or whether you're just observing it and thinking about it in general, that's just kind of the energies that I'm seeing coming through. You're not upset for the people that you've lost. Sometimes you just wonder to yourself, why did you in fact lose them? And I usually chop that up to the fact that not everybody's meant to be in your life. Not everybody's meant to be in your life. People are meant to come and be a part of the journey for a little bit. Others are meant to leave. And most, and you know, not necessarily most, but some are meant to stay. You know, I think it's all about the journey of life. Some people come in and everybody comes in for a reason, but there are people who are meant to stay and there are people who are meant to assist and walk out at a certain time. So I just leave it up to the universe, man. Not everybody's meant for you and not everybody's not meant for you. Sometimes you just got to have a little bit of faith, okay? Let's keep it popping, man. Moving forward. Going all the way to my earth signs. What we got coming through for my Virgo gang? What's happening? What's crack-a-lacking? And what's popping, baby? And I said this for Virgo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Next it is for Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. For the 393 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys so much for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Next it is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, my Virgo gang, let's go ahead and get one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through, man. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. What's happening, Virgo? The overall energy for you guys here is the King of Wands. You can be connecting possibly here with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Your current energy, Virgo, is the Seven of Swords in reverse. The person you're dealing with is the Emperor, and the outcome that's present here is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know about you guys, but I have seen a saga between Virgo and Aries for quite some time. It feels like y'all have been intertwined, man. So I don't know if Virgos and Aries have been dating or if you guys just vibe very well, but in the Aries reading, I've been seeing the Virgos. In the Virgo reading, I've been seeing the Aries. So shit, what's going on with y'all? All right? Nonetheless, man, taking a look at your overall energy and your current energy, we got here the King of Wands and then the Seven of Swords in reverse. So the overall energy here is that you definitely feel like somebody you're connecting with is not somebody you can 110% trust just yet. The way they come off is I feel like you're connecting with somebody that comes off a little bit like a fuck boy or possibly a fuck girl, okay? It's a person who comes off not super loyal, not super to be trusted. And with all that being said, you don't want to put yourself in a position to where you could get hurt. That's what I'm seeing here so far for some of you guys. You're kind of in this position right now where it's like, I don't want to be putting myself in a place where I can get hurt, but it seems to me that you are interested in somebody on a romantic level. There is an attraction there between you and someone else. Specifically, it can be an Aries. Now, taking a look at who you're dealing with here, you do have the Emperor, okay? It does seem to me like the reason why this goes towards the narrative of the person you're connecting with kind of has fuckboy vibes is because they are not 100% egotistical, but they do strike their ego just a little bit. I do feel like who you're connecting with is very much so, they take pride in who they are, they take pride in the way they look. You know, you're connecting with a person who does have a pride that is a little bit too loud sometimes, okay? And there's nothing wrong with having pride, but sometimes you just got to be mindful of the way that you can come off. As for the outcome that's present here, though, Three of Pentacles in reverse, this is where the pride that the person you're dealing with gets them in trouble. They have so much pride that they feel as if they don't need to do any of the work and they just have to get you to chase. But I don't feel like that's how it's going to work out. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Because Virgo, if the person you're dealing with does not decide to put in a balanced and minimum and decent effort, I don't think you're going to be out there chasing nobody. And especially if you're not looking to put yourself in a position to get hurt, then why would you chase after somebody and give somebody your heart as easily and as freely as possible? That's not the way things are going to roll. So there's one or two outcomes to this current situation. The person you're connecting with here, the Emperor, either has to get off their high horse and come chase you, or there will be radio silence due to the fact that effort wasn't reciprocated. Okay, let's keep it poppin', man, moving forward. All I can tell you is my Virgos ain't fucking around. Goddamn! Going all the way back to my water signs, what do we got coming through for my beautiful Cancer gang? What's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? Messages for Cancer here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. So the 419 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated, man. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Cancer, baby. Let's get this last shuffle and see what beautiful messages we got coming through for you. Cancer, the overall energy for you guys here is the Hierophant card. So you can be connecting with the Taurus possibly. Your current energy is the Nine of Pentacles. The person you're dealing with here is the Two of Cups in reverse. And the outcome that's present, Cancer, is the Justice card in reverse. So you may be dealing with a Taurus, possibly a Libra. You could be dealing with a Gemini, or I'm sorry, not a Gemini. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or possibly connecting with an Earth sign, okay? The two highlighted signs here, though, is Taurus and Libra. So from what I'm seeing so far for you, Cancer, it feels that when it comes towards commitment, I don't think commitment is something that you want aligned in your future right now. It really feels to me that individuality is what you're really trying to express. So I do feel for right now, for the majority of Cancers that this resonates to, if it don't resonate, that's fine. But for the Cancers that this resonates to, I feel like you're really harping on your individualism because being independent is something that's important. I think that at a certain point in your life, you did feel codependent or you did feel like you relied on others, and now you don't feel like you rely on anybody but yourself. And that's a journey I've been through. I remember when I was younger, I used to rely on a lot of people, and then I learned that I needed to stop relying on people, and I learned I needed to rely on myself, because at the end of the day, the number one person that's going to have your back is yourself. So with that being said, I do see a lot of you guys spreading out and enjoying some independence, and especially when it comes towards the way your most previous relationship went down, which resulted in some sort of breakup here, Two of Cups in reverse, I think that you feel that you're better off having more balance being on your own than kind of jumping right back into some sort of commitment with somebody else. I feel like most Cancers right now actually feel more grounded being single, and you feel more balanced being single rather than being with another individual. And that's just the way that I'm seeing it. I think right now your independence is good for you because it allows you to focus on things that are good for you. You know what I'm saying? You're not really distracted during this current moment. So as for the outcome that's present here, it is the Justice card in reverse. I do feel that if you are a Cancer currently and you are enjoying your independence, I don't know if it would be the best move for you to jump into a commitment with anybody else, as your independence is serving and treating you right. Listen, when you're right and when you're ready, Cancer, to be with somebody, when you feel like you have established yourself as best as you can and you're ready to settle down and have a partnership, go for it. We don't need to rush love in life. And this is a message to the collective of everybody who's watching. Guys, we don't need to rush any sort of love in our lives. Even if we've been single for 10 fucking years. We don't. Because at the end of the day, until we establish ourselves, until we're happy with who we are, until we are in a place in our life where we feel genuinely content and we've worked so hard to get there, what is the point of looking for love when you haven't accomplished all those things that you've always desired to do? You get me? You got to accomplish all those things that you really desire to do. And when you feel like you're stable, when you feel like you're in the right place, when you feel like you've done all the hard work you needed to and you're ready to settle down, go ahead and settle down. But there's no need to rush the process. And I always want people to know that. Now, of course, if you meet somebody that you really fuck with and you're interested in, go for it, you know? Just take it slow. Enjoy it. If you meet people that you just want to fool around with in life and that you're not looking for anything serious, live your best life. Go have some good sex. At the end of the day, we got to realize, though, when it comes towards real, serious, and heavy commitments, they don't need to be an overnight thing. It's something that takes trust. It's something that takes a lot of time and a lot of experience with the person you're dealing with. So remember, man, you never need to rush the process of love, no matter how badly you want it. And if you're consistently craving another person, then that might just be that you simply don't feel like you're enough for yourself. And maybe that's something that you do have to work on and work with before you end up finding a person to settle down with. Okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right? Going all the way to my beautiful fire signs. What do we got coming through for my Sagittarius gang? What's happening, baby? Messages for Sagittarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right? Messages for Sagittarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. For the 467 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. It's much appreciated. Messages for Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Sagittarius gang. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on for you, man. I hope all is well. All right. Sagittarius, the overall energy for you guys here is the 10 of Wands in reverse. So you can be connecting possibly here with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Your current energy, Sagittarius, is the 5 of Cups in reverse. The person you're dealing with is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the outcome that's present here is the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like someone who's been a massive cause of pain and drama in your life is about to stop. I don't know why that's the message that's coming through, but it feels to me that if there has been somebody in your life, Sagittarius, that's been causing a massive amount of drama, that's been causing a lot of problems and issues for you, if there's been somebody in your life that you feel needs to be out of your way, basically, you're solving the puzzle here. By no longer giving a fuck about people in your life who are there to cause you distress, energetically, it makes them leave. And that's something that I had to learn for such a long time, because what I recognized is that the more I keep focusing on somebody who's trying to cause me distress, the more distress they cause me. But when I take the focus off of people who try to cause me distress, there is no more distress coming at me, because my focus is not on them. My focus is on purely and solely myself. So I feel like you're learning a very good lesson here, Sag. And the lesson that you're learning moving forward is that don't fucking focus on anybody who's here to break you, on anybody here who's trying to distress you. Allow yourself to look in the different direction. Remember, man, people will always try to focus on anybody else but themselves. And those are the people that are not going to win in life. Those are the people that are going to lose in life. Because if you spend your life focusing on everybody else but yourself, you're losing. When you actually sit back, relax, and focus on you, that's when you can make room for your goddamn success. So with all that being said, Sagittarius, the moment you take your focus off of people who are trying to cause you distress, that's the moment that all the distress and negativity stops. And you can come right out of your shell and live your best motherfucking life and not have to deal with anybody else's bullshit. Point blank, period. So, with all that being said, Sagittarius, I gave you the goddamn cure. Anybody out here who's trying to cause you distress, stop caring about what it is they're trying to cause you. Because the moment you take the power away of somebody else trying to affect you, is the moment that they're instantly powerless. We gotta remember, man, nobody has power over us unless we give them permission. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward, okay? Going all the way to my air signs, what do we got coming through for my beautiful Libra gang? What's happening, baby? Messages for Libra here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. For the 480 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank y'all for coming out, man. It's much appreciated. Messages for Libra here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, my Libra gang, let's go ahead and get it crackin'. Libra, the overall energy for you guys here is the Six of Pentacles. You can be connecting possibly here with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Your current energy is the Three of Swords. The person you're dealing with is the Nine of Cups in reverse, and the outcome that's present here is the Two of Pentacles. So, based on what I'm seeing currently for Libra, you can be connecting with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a fellow air sign, or even a water sign. Remember how yesterday and the day before yesterday I kept talking about how Libras are really mending and healing their heart here? We're starting to see a really big change, and I think that you're going to start seeing little by little that positive change in life does occur. Listen, positive change is not something that happens overnight. Positive change is not something that is going to be so instantaneous, right? Little by little, things will change. And when you notice the small things changing, that's still a positive transformation that you're going through. So I want you guys to remember, if things are changing in a good way little by little, you're on the right path. You're on the right track. So don't come from a position where you feel like it has to be an overnight process. Things have to change like that. No. Slow and steady wins the race, man. Okay? Three of Swords here, Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah. You're not going to be the most happiest and brightest person overnight, especially when you're healing from a lot of things and taking responsibility for your feelings. It's not going to be an overnight thing. But remember, man, when you're working with yourself, Six of Pentacles, meaning that you're working with yourself, the good side, the bad side, the happy side, the sad side, when you work with yourself and you set that effort into motion, things will fucking change. Mountains will be climbed, mountains will be moved. So I want to remind you here, Libra, just as a little bit of a good positive reminder, the work you're doing right now for yourself is fucking fantastic. No matter how small the changes that you think you have made, okay, they're bigger than you think. Sometimes we think changes we make in our life are so significantly fall. That's a tongue twister. I said it wrong again. Sometimes the changes in our life we think that we have made are so significantly small, but truth be told, we have to pay attention to how big they actually are. Because we may think a change is small, but it's bigger than you think. Any change that we have in our life that is dipping into a positive direction is benefiting us 110% moving forward. So I want to give you that confirmation and that reminder that the path that you're on currently is a beautiful path. And I want you to keep working with yourself. Because when you're working with yourself, you can move a motherfucking mountain. And with the Two of Pentacles here, if you continue to keep that shit up, and if you continue to stay in motion, there will be more than just small positive changes. Eventually, there's going to be even bigger positive changes that are occurring in your life. So continue working with what you got, continue working with yourself, and Libra, things are going to get 10 times better. I promise you that, man. And I know it sounds cliche, man. I really do. I know it sounds cliche when people are like, yo, it gets better. But god damn it, it's so fucking true, man. It's so fucking true. Life gets better. There is going to be times in our lives where there are so many shitty things going on that we fucking hate our lives. There's going to be times like that. And then there's going to be times where we're so damn happy, we can't even keep up. We can't let a negative thing let us down. There's going to be times in our life where our life is just okay. You're vibing, you're doing your thing. It's fine. There's going to be times in our life where we genuinely feel so overwhelmed to the point where we just don't want to be on the planet. And that's not a suicidal message. That's just like, wow, I want to go disappear in my bed for a little bit because life has a lot of stuff going on. The point is, man, is that life is life. But when I tell you that you can get through it and that it can get better, it very much well likely can. Because I know damn well, coming from the shit I've been through, my life has significantly improved. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right. Thank you so much, Alexis W, for the $50 donation. God damn. Hey, Aunt, finally going back to work tomorrow here in Pennsylvania. I just wanted to thank you for being such a light to me during this quarantine. I've looked forward to the daily readings every day, and I still catch the lives when I can. Thank you. You're very welcome, my love. Have a great first day back at work. I know that a lot of people who are in quarantine were actually itching to go back to work because, yo, not everybody hates their job. I can totally agree with that. I love my job, right? So I made sure to work as much as I could during this quarantine. So I know that some people are super excited to go back to work, to get their paycheck, to see their coworkers, to fucking just do something that isn't Netflix all day. So that's really awesome. I'm happy you're heading back to work. I hope you have yourself a good time, and I'm happy that I'm able to help you in any sort of way. I'm really grateful. Gratitude to you for sending such a really like nice and big donation. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much, my love, and enjoy your first day back. All right, let's keep it popping, man. Moving forward, okay? Going all the way to my Earth signs. What do we got coming through for my motherfucking Taurus gang? Messages for Taurus here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right. Messages for Taurus here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Hold on real quick. I do have a question I want to answer. What does it say? Memory Espinoza says, is it true that tattoos ground you? I've never heard of tattoos grounding you. I mean, I'm friggin' loaded in tattoos. I got, 2 sleeves going on. I've gotten tattoos for like the past 2 years all the time. I wouldn't say they 100% ground you. I mean, all my tattoos have significant meaning to me. Like when I take a look at the lion tattoo that I have tatted on me, not only am I a Leo Venus, but the lion represents strength. It represents all the strength that I've gone through. And it represents that even if I don't notice the inner strength that I have at my weakest of times, it's a reminder to know that I'm stronger than I really think, even when I'm in that negative mindset, When I take a look at the owl with the skull, this reminds me of the connection that I have to the people who have passed on in my life. I have the connection to the dead. I mean, I am a fucking, psychic, if you want to use that word. And there's just so many different tattoos with so many different meanings that I have just on my body, I don't know if you guys ever really truly took a look at my tattoos, but it's a canvas, man. I mean, I don't know if you ever seen the 2 faces over here. You got the jokester over here who's happy, and then guess what? You got the person over here who's sad. I'm sorry that you guys can't really see that well. But that tattoo right there is a reminder that life needs balance. There's going to be times, as I mentioned previously, where you're happy as fuck. Then there's going to be times where you're super sad. And you got to remember that life needs balance. So if you're super sad, it'll get better. 110%. And that's the reminder right there. So nonetheless, man, I never did like a tattoo tour or anything with you guys, but I think they have meaning for you. Can tattoos ground you? In a sense. In a sense, they can, because they're reminders of things you need to remember at your lowest of points. My tattoos remind me of many things that keep me going. So I guess if you get tattoos that have meaning, they could very much well ground you. Okay? Sorry, Taurus. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. But I hope that answers your question. I think that some can. All right? All right, man. What do we got coming through for my beautiful bull gang? Messages for Taurus here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right. Messages for Taurus here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, my beautiful bull gang. What's happening? What's crack-a-lackin'? And what's poppin', baby? Taurus, the overall energy for you guys here is the 8 of Pentacles. So you can be connecting possibly here with an Earth sign, a fellow Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. Your current energy is the Hangman in reverse. The person you're dealing with is the 9 of Cups. And the outcome that's present here is the 9 of Pentacles. So Taurus, you might be dealing with a Pisces as well. Based on the current situation that I'm seeing, I do feel like you are releasing quite a heavy load. That's totally what she said. Besides that point, though, 8 of Pentacles here and the Hangman card in reverse, you're releasing a heavy load. With the 8 of Pentacles here, you've been working very hard for quite a long time in regards to your life, in regards to your happiness, in regards to your dreams and whatever it is that you've been pursuing. Because the thing is that the 9 of Cups talks about self-fulfillment. And you've been working very hard to fulfill yourself. You've been working very hard to just fill your life up with pride and being happy with what you've accomplished. And with all that being said, your confidence is starting to glisten. Because guess what? Over all the amount of work you've done, Taurus, to be happy and to take pride in who you are and to take pride in the work that you've done, you have just started to now come into the realization of how much negativity you've released, of how much you've overcame, of how much you've let go of in the past. I think you're starting to come into that realization, Taurus, of how proud you really are of yourself because of how much things have changed and how many things you've released and how many things you've moved past in your life that may have been considered very difficult times. And look at you now, 9 of Pentacles. This is the energy of success, dude. Success, and the success that you did it on your own. And I'm proud of you, man, because you took yourself to a very good and positive spot. And I feel like you guys are overall really happy and appreciative of how far you've come. So Taurus, hats off to you, my man. And my womans, hats off to you guys. I'm happy that you guys have gotten as far as you have. And ultimately here, with the Hangman card in reverse, I'm happy that you're realizing how much shit you've walked away from and how good you have it now. And I understand that gratitude that you're feeling, and I love that gratitude that you're feeling, because ultimately, you're very, very thankful that you did all that work that you needed to get you to where you are now. That's awesome, man. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right, going all the way back to my beautiful water signs. What do we got coming through for my Scorpio gang? For the 505 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank y'all for coming out, man. It's much appreciated. Messages for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Scorpio here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, my Scorpio gang, let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle and see what our messages are coming through. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. What's going on, baby? Scorpio, the overall energy for you guys here is the Hierophant card, so you can be connecting possibly here with a Taurus. Your current energy, Scorpio, is the Six of Wands in reverse. The person you're dealing with is the Magician card, and the outcome that's present here is the King of Pentacles. So, right off the bat, from what I'm seeing for Scorpio, I definitely think that someone here is trying to give you attention, and you do not want the attention on you. Connell's Design, shout out to you. Thank you for the $10 donation, bro. So from what I'm seeing here for you, Scorpio, someone here is trying to give you some sort of attention, and you are not fucking with it, okay? That's the Magician right here. It could possibly be a Virgo you're connecting with. So, Scorpio, from what I'm seeing here, if the Hierophant card is your overall energy, this is the card of lessons, meaning that you've learned your lesson with certain types of individuals. And whoever this person is that you're dealing with, you can definitely tell that the person you're dealing with definitely falls into the category of individuals who can potentially hurt you. So with all that being said, you're reflecting and realize that you've learned your lesson messing around or giving opportunities of certain and similar types of people. At least for now, I don't think you're ready to give out any sort of opportunities or take any sort of risks because you've done enough work from recovering from heartbreak. So with your current energy here, Scorpio, I feel like you're enjoying being under the radar. I feel like you're enjoying not having the spotlight or the attention on you. Because honestly, most Scorpios don't. Most Scorpios aren't out there looking for attention or trying to gain it in any sort of way. They like being on their own. They like being in their dark space, but not negatively their dark space, but their space where the spotlight isn't always shining. And with that being said, Scorpio, as you're enjoying having the lights and the attention off you, you're finding yourself being in a more grounded position, being happy, being content, and living your life without having any sort of unnecessary drama coming on in. So I am seeing that Scorpio here is not necessarily open for grabs for anybody who is interested in the Scorpios. I feel like Scorpios right now are making space for the types of people that they genuinely deserve. Okay? So Scorpio, you're not making space for anybody that has the potential to hurt you or that fits in a certain category of where you know they'll definitely hurt you. I feel like during this current moment, Scorpio, you're only holding space for people that you know are going to be genuine, that you know are going to be real, and that you know are going to love the living shit out of you. And with all that being said, if you don't feel like you found that person just yet, you're going to keep on living your life because you feel good without having any sort of unnecessary hurt, pain, or drama involved in your life. Okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Excuse me, I had a burp real quick. And also, heyo, thank you guys so much for all these donations, man. Shout out to everybody donating today. God bless you guys. I appreciate every donation that people send, bro. It really makes a difference. Thank you so much, Lisa, for the $10. And thank you so much for the $7.95 from Emily. Happy anniversary of existence from a fellow Cancer. And Scorpio Moon, Pisces Rising. Your readings help me keep my head above the water. XO. I'm happy that I can be able to do so. At the end of the day, that's what I want to do, is add value to people's lives as much as I possibly can, with whether it's my energy, whether it's my readings. So that's really awesome to hear, and I'm happy that I could do that. Thank you again for that donation, Emily. Much appreciated. And thank you also, Lisa, for that donation as well. Much appreciated, my dear. All right, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. So my water signs are done. Going all the way to my fire signs. What do we got coming through for the beautiful Leo gang? Messages for Leo here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right. Messages for Leo here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. By the way, if you are a part of the Leo gang, your July 2020 reading was just uploaded I think it was about an hour ago, so feel free to check it out, guys, all right? Messages for Leo here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and see what we got coming on for you. Hopefully we got some awesome stuff. Leo, the overall energy for you guys here is the Five of Cups. So you can be connecting possibly with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Your current energy is the Knight of Wands. The person you're dealing with here is the Five of Swords, and the outcome that's present, Leo, is the Hangman card in reverse. So you may be connecting with a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or you may be dealing with a fire sign or an air sign. From what I'm seeing specifically for you, Leo, you're deciding to recognize that not everything that happened to you is your fault. You know what I'm saying? I think that, Leo, you've been manipulated by many people to make you feel like everything that's happened is your fault. I feel like Leos can be very easily manipulated. And as a Leo Venus and as a younger kid, when I was younger, I was very easily manipulated by other individuals. And that shit made me feel like everything I did was always wrong. I always felt like I was always in the wrong, even if I didn't start something. I always felt like I was the person who's always fucked things up. I always took accountability for everybody else's bullshit, you know? And when you start taking accountability for everybody else's bullshit, especially when it has nothing to do for you, or nothing to do with you, in the end, you bury yourself in a place where you do not value yourself. You do not feel as if you have any sort of worthiness. You do not feel like people hear you or like people care for you. And I know very fucking well, Leo, how that feeling feels. I do. So with that being said, Knight of Wands, Five of Cups. You don't deserve to be taking that feeling. You don't deserve to be taking on the world from other people. You don't deserve to be dealing with individuals who are very manipulative and gaslighting type people. Leo, if you know you didn't do a damn thing wrong, then you didn't do a damn thing wrong. And if you did do something wrong, hold yourself accountable for what it is you've done wrong in your life. Right? Because that's how it should be, man. If you make a mistake, hold yourself accountable. If somebody else makes a mistake, hold them accountable because they got shit that they got to deal with. But never, ever, ever allow yourself to be surrounded by individuals who are there to manipulate you, who are there to always put shit on you, who are there to consistently make you the goddamn perpetrator. When in actuality, you didn't do shit. Never allow people to do that. So with that being said, I'm seeing that transformation starting to take place within you, Leo. You got here the Knight of Wands, and you got here the Five of Cups. You're walking away from that hurt. You're walking away and stepping up and recognizing your value and realizing that you're not a fucking doormat and that people can't walk all over you. You're recognizing this shit and you're owning this shit. You're realizing that you're not going to let people gaslight you anymore moving forward. And with the Five of Swords here, for the people that do try to cause that trouble in your life, for the people that do try to manipulate you to make you feel like you always do things wrong, you're going to start taking accountability for what you do wrong and then holding them accountable for what they've done wrong. As for the outcome that's present here, the Hangman card in reverse, you're releasing this energy of constantly feeling like you are not enough. You're releasing this energy of constantly feeling like everything you do is wrong, because the truth of the situation, Leo, is that you don't always do everything wrong. You got to recognize who you're around. You got to recognize the people who project and who manipulate and who gaslight. And when you see those people for who they are, recognize that they never hold themselves accountable for shit. And the problem is that they always look for somebody to blame. And guess what? That's something they got to work on, not something you got to work on. Always remember in life, if you know your truth, stand by it. It don't matter if anybody else doesn't believe your truth. If you know your truth, you stand by it and you own it. You keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. All right, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Going all the way to, my fire signs are done. Going all the way to my air signs. We're going to get into the Geminis. Let me get to this donation real quick, though. Thank you so much, Leslie, for the $20 donation. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. I believe there was another one up here. Yes. Oh, no, yeah. Emily, thank you once again. Oh, I thought there was another one. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, by the way, Leslie, for the 20. I appreciate it. So, my fire signs are done. My water signs are done. Going all the way to my air signs. What do we got coming through for my beautiful Gemini gang? Messages for Gemini here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got coming through, man. Messages for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and see what we got coming through for you, baby. Hopefully all is well. Gemini, the overall energy here is the Queen of Swords. Ooh, we're feeling very blunt. That's what I'm seeing here, baby. Can be connecting with an air sign, a fellow Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. Your current energy, Gemini, is the Ten of Cups. The person you're dealing with is the Chariot in reverse. And the outcome that's present is the Three of Cups. That's a very interesting lineup. You can be connecting with a Cancer for some of you. From what I'm seeing for you, Gemini, I think it feels that you're really getting ready to let go of just a bunch. What is happening here? Because so far, in all the readings that I've read for today, there's got to be some sort of collective shift on where everybody is just releasing all of the negative shit they've experienced. Everybody is releasing all of the hatred or the resentment that they've had towards themselves or other people. There's got to be something going on the planets because this shit is happening. People are just really letting it all go. People are tired of suffering, and I don't fucking blame people. You know, I don't blame people, man. We're seeing this on a collective level, for real, for real. So, Gemini, getting into your reading, you're just really putting aside all of the resentment you've held for people, and you're focusing and tapping into the feeling of love. Ten of Cups. You're really tapping into the feeling of love and gratitude for the people that you have around you. The people that you genuinely love and care for is who your focus is. Taking a look at who you're dealing with, the Chariot card in reverse, for the people who stuck around, for the people who showed you that they cared about you and have been there for you since the dawns of fucking time, for the people here who make your life better more and more each and every single day. It's so beautiful to see how much you appreciate that and how you're going to get into that energy. I feel this energy of just being in a very loving and compassionate place where you're really happy for the loved ones that you have surrounding you, and you're really fucking appreciative of them that they're there. And honestly, with the Queen of Swords here, you're not allowing yourself to be a complainer, Gemini. You're not allowing yourself to, focus and reflect on all the bad things about life. You're cutting that bullshit out, because the truth is that our perception is what we make of life, right? Our perception really dictates our reality. If we're always focusing on consuming negativity, we're living a negative life. And if we're going to consume and focus on positivity, we're going to consume a happier life, a life full of really positive and good things that can lead us to a more happier path. So with that being said, you're choosing to perceive what you have in your life that's good. You're not choosing to perceive all of the things that are bad. You're releasing, you're letting go, you're feeling lighter, and you're starting to fucking live life instead of being in a position where you're not living. Point blank period. I like it, man. I like it a lot. I don't know what it is about the vibe today, guys, but today's got a very good fucking vibe, and I'm definitely hella appreciative of it. I think today is a fantastic day. All right, let's keep it poppin', man, moving forward. And thank you so much, Pauline, for the $5 donation. Much appreciated, my love. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to everybody who sent any donations, and for everybody that came out here today. You guys are loved and appreciated. All right, I'm sorry if I messed your name up, my love. Marielle, hopefully I said that correctly. Marielle says, I love you, Aunt, and I have been listening to you for over a long while now, like almost a year. But damn, why does none of my readings resonate with me? It's so frustrating. So, it really depends at the end of the day, and I'm not even going to say with the reader that you're watching, because it doesn't necessarily matter who you watch. It matters more so of what's going to resonate with you. So the way that tarot readings work is they resonate for a certain group of a certain zodiac sign. So let's just say, guys, that I'm reading for Aries. When I do a reading for Aries, it is very much so impossible for that reading to resonate with every Aries that exists in the world. But what it does have the potential to do is resonate with a certain group of Aries, okay? So let's say one group of Aries is going through heartbreak, and another group of Aries is getting married. And let's say I'm tapping into the energy of the Aries going through heartbreak. Well, it's not going to resonate to the Aries who are getting married, but for the group that's suffering with heartbreak, it's going to resonate to them. Unfortunately, you can watch readings for like a year and they just don't resonate. I mean, if other readers resonate with you, feel free to watch them. I mean, if you stop by here for the energy, that's awesome. But unfortunately, as a reader myself, and I can't speak for any other reader out there, but as a reader myself, I can't tap into specifically, what I want to tap into. whatever messages I get are the messages that I'm meant to give out and are the messages for the people who are meant to receive them, you know? So I've never sat back and decided, oh, this is what I want to tap into today. I've kind of just got out here, did my reading, and whatever came through, and that's for whoever needs them, you know? That's kind of the goal of tarot readings. Tarot readings are there for whoever needs that message in that moment. And sometimes too, for example, let's just say if not even it's just about my reading, but let's just say that you watch other readers and their readings don't resonate as well. Sometimes we just don't have any messages. Sometimes they're just meant for other people, and that's something I've learned. I mean, the last time I had a tarot reading resonate that wasn't personal, like the last time I had a general reading resonate to me was months ago, you know? It was definitely months ago. But yeah, also as a I'm sorry, I can't even see your name. I'm going to say as Bitches says, because that's all I can read from this angle. You can check your sun, moon, or rising as well. You have so many different signs within you that you can check. Also, before I move forward, though, because I know the Capricorns have been very patient, thank you. Before I move forward, though, last thing. Try not to focus too much on the signs. I know that people make you do it, or they want you to do it, but I've learned something about tarot readings, general readings to be exact. If you see a title that resonates with you, watch that. If you see a title that resonates with you, even if it's not your zodiac sign, watch it. Because the title of a reading, if you feel as if a reading is drawing you in or luring you in, chances are it's going to resonate. So let's say you're an Aries and you see a Cancer reading that has a title that seems accurate to you, watch it. And chances are you might even have a Cancer placement somewhere in your chart, you know? So, hey, I apologize that, you know, it's doesn't resonate. I mean, I can't help that. I know that you'd want it to, but unfortunately I have no control on what message comes out until the message comes out, and then that's for whoever needs them, you know? But hey man, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you stick around. I'm glad that you watch the content and you enjoy it, and I really hope that you find somebody that does resonate with you more frequently, you know? So I do apologize, but that's just something I don't have control over. And like I said, though, I really do think you should check out your other signs, and I think that you need to focus more so on if a reading draws you in, rather than just looking at readings yourself. All right? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Okay, last but not least, man, what do we got coming through for my beautiful Capricorn gang? What's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's popping, man? Messages for Capricorn here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Capricorn here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. For the 454 peeps in the chat, guys, please drop a like. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It's much appreciated. Messages for Cappy, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Capricorn, are you chewing gum or something? Because I taste mint, like spearmint, okay? Very, very interesting. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Capricorn, let's see what we got going on for you. Cappy, the overall energy for you guys here is the Queen of Swords. So you can be connecting possibly here with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Your current energy, Capricorn, is the Seven of Wands in reverse. The person you're dealing with is the Chariot card, and the outcome that's present is the Magician card in reverse. So, based on what I'm seeing here currently for you, Capricorn, you may be connecting with a Virgo or possibly a Cancer as well. With this situation, Queen of Swords and Seven of Wands in reverse, this is you allowing yourself to let someone go. You're done really fighting for them or fighting up for them. I feel like you're just willing to let somebody go. And with all that being said, the Magician card in the reverse, it definitely feels to me that you kind of feel like this person's out of reach. Because here's the thing. The Magician card upright means that you feel that you have all the tools necessary to get a task completed. But with the Magician card in reverse, you don't feel like you have the tools to do what you need to do. So I feel like you're kind of giving up on somebody. You're kind of losing hope on someone here. And with the Chariot card being here, it could be a Cancer, but you're deciding to let them go. You're deciding to let them drift. You're deciding to set somebody free. So you realize that you no longer can build up resistance to this. This might just be something that's simply meant to be. So from what I'm seeing here for Capricorns, I am seeing you releasing somebody and letting them go because you're recognizing what more can I do to to keep someone? What more can I do to have them stay? What more can I do to fix a situation that seems like the situation has to fix itself? You know? And here's the thing, man. Sometimes we want to do everything in our power to resist what's going on. Sometimes we want to do everything in our power to, you know, keep somebody around or keep somebody in our life. But sometimes some shit just isn't meant to be. Sometimes things need to work out and resolve themselves, specifically when it's incredibly impossible to resolve it yourself, you know? And that's one thing that I've learned. Sometimes you gotta let shit resolve itself rather than trying to resolve it on your own. Because usually when you let things resolve itself, it ends up working out in your highest of good before you know, you never thought it would work that way, but believe it or not, it does usually work out better. Okay? For Rachel in the chat, happy birthday. Hey-yo, shout out my Cancer gang. I just saw a happy birthday comment. So happy birthday to Rachel in the chat, everybody. I hope you're going to have a fantastic day, my love, all right? But nonetheless, man, I want to thank you guys so much for coming out to the daily readings. I truthfully appreciate it. If you guys enjoy, of course, let me know down in the comments down below. For everybody that came here in the chat, I want to let you guys know how appreciative I am and how grateful I am for those of you that come out here each and every single day. We're always growing each and every single day, so it's always exciting to meet new people and to meet more and more people every day coming on into the chat. Thank you guys for always being here and for being a growing, loving, and supporting family. I really appreciate that, guys. For everybody that sent in any sort of donation today, despite the price, thank you so much. It was very kind of you. Thank you for all the donations that all you guys have sent. You guys are awesome, and it helps way more than you know. For everyone that's still here, if you guys could drop a like, I'd really appreciate that. And if somebody can leave a timestamp down below, please, I would really appreciate that as well. For anybody who is timestamping, if you can include any of the collective messages, that would be appreciated as well. But if you can't find them, don't worry about it. And one more thing before I sign off. Leo, your July reading is uploaded. Cancer, your July reading is uploaded. And tomorrow, Libra, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, your July reading will be out. So if you are a Cancer, a Leo, your reading is out. And if you're a Libra, tomorrow your July reading will be out, okay? So just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. And thank you so much, Jada, for the belated happy birthday. I appreciate that, all right? Guys, you're my soul family. I love you guys so fucking much. I'll see you all tomorrow. Guys, have a fantastic and amazing rest of your day. And I will catch all you guys later. Much love to everybody. Peace.